Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Johnson High School 2020 commencement. This is an historic evening. The class of 2020 is the 124th to graduate from Johnson High School, and the first ever to do so in a digital ceremony. Though we are not able to be together tonight as we would prefer to be, we are still incredibly proud of this class, thrilled by their collective and individual accomplishments, and looking forward to watching them put their 2020 vision and incredible energy to work in the world beyond the classroom doors. Congratulations to the class of 2020, their families, their teachers, and the communities that have supported them through their long voyage to graduation. I'm now honored to introduce St. Paul Public Schools Superintendent Joe Gothard, who brings greetings from the administration. Superintendent Gothard?
Greetings, Johnson Senior High School graduates class of 2020. I'm Joe Gothard, Superintendent of St. Paul Public Schools. What I just said, greetings class of 2020, has been said and heard ad nauseum over the past several weeks. There have been many before you, too many to count. I'm sure in the chronicles of history, there have been spring commencements following or coinciding with prolific national or world events. In the last 100 years, none have come close to the class of 2020, and I hope that none ever do again. I speak to you with such sadness today. On these graduation celebrations that over my long career in education have always filled my heart. Well, my heart is full for you, your families, and your friends. I want to thank our incredible educators, leaders, and staff for giving their best efforts to each of you and our entire community during Governor Walz's executive order to create and implement a distant learning experience for Minnesota students. I must also express my deepest sorrow for those who have suffered from COVID-19, the sick and deceased, those who have lost jobs or find themselves stuck in a sea of uncertainty. I'm so very sorry. The origin of the word community goes back centuries, and in some of my brief research, the common people was a theme. When we think of community, we may think of our schools, our neighborhoods, or any other descriptor we use to define a common place. Class of 2020, you are far from common. You are unique, special, and strong. You possess talents in music, mathematics, ultimate frisbee, drawing, economics, languages from around the world, running, and so much more. You are amazing sons, daughters, sisters and brothers, nieces and nephews, cousins and neighbors. Class of 2020, you're somebody's best friend, maybe even more than just one. Frogtown, Highland, East Side, North End, Rondo, West Side, Mac Groveland, Summit U, Hamlin Midway are just some of the neighborhoods you live in and represent. All common, as in St. Paul, Minnesota, but each with their own histories, stories, culture, and pride. Class of 2020, you are part of a larger community of graduates across the country who were abruptly halted from your sprint to the graduation finish line. Our school closures forced each of you to face what was previously unheard of on a scale of this magnitude. Distance learning, asynchronous and synchronous instruction, Google Meet, Zoom, video chat, virtual graduation, all long-standing words or actions, but not part of our everyday high school vernacular. In those middle of March days, there were three things that immediately came to my mind. One, I have to do everything I can to help and support our teachers and staff. Two, our families need SPPS now more than ever. And three, I am not going to allow this global pandemic cause undue harm on any SPPS student, and especially the class of 2020. The culmination of your individual journeys has not been easy. You've missed some school and senior activities that you and your families have looked forward to. You've worked extremely hard to earn the ability to be a musical lead, starting shortstop, begin a new club, or debate like your heart's on fire. Senior year is to focus on the next steps of your journey, not to wish away the agony thrust on our community. Ending the final 14 weeks of your senior year of high school will always be what you have in common with your school and SPPS classmates. It will forever be one community you are part of. I wish you tremendous success in your futures. Likely, questions remain about summer and fall. I know you will continue to persevere, keep focused on your dreams and goals, and you will commit to success. I, along with our Board of Education, 6,000 SPPS staff, and our entire community believe in you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hello, I'm Billy Chan, Assistant Superintendent. It is true that this is not what any of you imagined when you started high school 4 years ago. It was unthinkable even a few months earlier. How is it possible the world could have changed so much in such a short period of time? But it has, and we have, and the circumstances compel us to gather this way today, celebrating the end of your K-12 journey on a device. I had hopes that we will be together in a vast auditorium, cheering and yelling and laughing and applauding as we have in years past. If you feel like, go right ahead, do any or all of that right where you are. But we do need to acknowledge the losses, large and small, of the present time. Some of us have lost friends and family. All of us have lost the pomp and circumstance of this major life milestone. And frankly, that stinks. And let me just put it out there, this coronavirus stinks. Principal Thompson, colleagues, families, and of course, graduate of Johnson Senior High, class of 2020. Congratulations to you all. Move on and make the world a better place. You are all from different backgrounds, had experiences and dreams. Today, you are moving on and out into a different world, very different. You have made plans for next steps, perhaps attending college, entering trades or certificate programs, starting a business, or enlisting in the military. There are adventures ahead and unlimited opportunities of you. Their nature, their timing are a little bit different, but make the best out of it. Achieve the greatness that you were born to be. Stay open to the good in the world, and when all of this COVID-19 is done, when it is over, the world will change for the better, and you are well prepared to be part of that change and a better world. Again, congratulations to all of you in the class of 2020. I wish you the best today and always. Thank you.
We are honored to also have St. Paul Board of Education Directors Janelle Foster and Zuki Ellis here with us tonight. Here is Director Foster with some words from the Board of Education.
Greetings, graduates, family, and friends. I'm Director Janelle Foster, and it is with great pride and joy that I am here to bring congratulations from the Board of Education. This is a strange time from everyone, and I, along with each of you, wish we could truly be doing this together in person. I am here to congratulate you, of course, but also to provide you with some context for your achievements. There are 260 students in this year's Johnson Aerospace and Engineering High School graduating class. Among you are members of the school-wide Govey Leadership Program. Multiple scholarships have been awarded to students including Act 6 Scholarship, Wallen Education Partnership 4-year scholarship, Wallen Opportunity Pathway 2-year scholarship, Horatio Algier State Scholarship, St. Paul Optimist Club Scholarship, Class of 1965 Legacy Scholarship, Highway Foundation Scholarship, Olga B. Hart Scholarship, and many, many more. 208 of you are going off to college. The schools you'll be attending include the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, St. Catherine's University, Macalester College, Hamlin University, Augsburg University, Century College, St. Paul College, Tennessee State University, Dunwoody College of Technology, U.S. Naval Academy, University of St. Thomas, Bethel University, Bethany Lutheran College, Rochester Community College, South Dakota State University, University of Northwestern, and Carleton College. Another 9 of you will be entering the military, and we thank you for stepping up to serve in such a capacity. And still others of you will take life very much as it comes. And who knows at this point what any of this means? Who knows where we'll be in the next 3 months? There's only one thing we can count on. In the words of the great Sam Cooke, a change is gonna come. And you, each of you, will make decisions for the best of you and begin to accomplish new skills and goals. Many of you have spent the last 13 years in St. Paul Public Schools. If you are one of those students, I say thank you. To your families, thank you. And thank those of you who have joined us at some point along the way. It has been an honor and it has been a privilege to spend time with you, and I hope that each of you have many happy memories. My further hope for each of you is that your time in our schools, and most recently at Johnson, has prepared you for whatever comes next. That you will be flexible, you will be adaptable, curious, and fearless. Not too fearless. We still have to be cautious, and at least till this vaccine comes, but you need to be you. Listen, we don't know how this will end, and that means, or shall I say, you can still help with the ending. With your smarts, your drive, your curiosity, your goodness, all of which I hope you have developed in our schools. You can decide how the world is going to look when we get through this. You are change makers. Bring your passion for equity and your dedication to justice with you out into the world. Make it a better place. Don't forget where you came from, but don't be afraid to go someplace new. Keep your heart warm and your head held high. Dedicate yourselves to the truth. Don't just believe in science. Advance it. Don't just talk about what's right. Live it. We are so proud of you, graduates. Get out there and make us even prouder. Congratulations, Johnson Governors, class of 2020.
Thank you, Director Foster. The Robert A. Christofferson Inspirational Teacher Award was established in 1993 to honor the life and career of Mr. Robert Christofferson, who taught English at Johnson High School for 10 years and who died in 1992. Mr. Christofferson saw the profession of teaching as a calling, not just as a job. Through his daily work with students and as a collaborative member of the Johnson High School team, he demonstrated an abiding love for students, his subject matter, and the health of our school as a whole. He was committed to helping students make a difference in the world through the use of their minds, their hands, and the refining tools of his community of practice. He was a truly inspiring teacher. Each year, the Johnson High School graduating class is asked to choose the recipient of this award, a Johnson teacher who over their high school years has inspired them, who has shown true dedication to the role of teacher, and a steadfast attitude of caring about students. One of the duties of the Christofferson Award winner is to address the senior class at their graduation. So you will be hearing from this year's winner in just a moment. At this time, I am pleased to announce that the winner of the Robert A. Christofferson Inspirational Teacher Award, chosen by the Johnson High School class of 2020, is Miss Molly Power Thiessen, a member of the English department. Congratulations, Miss Power Thiessen.
4 years ago, I met the class of 2020. I've had the privilege of following many of you from 9th to 10th to 11th to 12th grade as your AVID teacher. 4 years ago, I had never taught AVID before, and I did not know what I was doing. You were patient with me. When my lesson plan flopped, you gently explained why. When I was being extra, you surely let me know. When I was being too nice, you tilted your heads and said, Miss Power. We created the course together every day. Together, we learned that if we do hard things now, later we will be glad. Never have I learned so much about teaching, and never have I witnessed such strength and courage from a group of students. The class of 2020 lost a classmate on the first day of their senior year. Members of your class worked to bring the school together to fight the stigmas of mental health, reaching out to others in the midst of your own heartbreak, speaking out at convocation to offer your support to anyone who might be struggling. When the pandemic interrupted your senior year, you used FaceTime to help each other with homework. You got jobs and second jobs to help your families. You took care of younger siblings while doing your own assignments. I saw you on Google Meets with a baby brother on your hip. I saw you mute your mic to help a little sister on Seesaw. College plans changed. You made new plans. Scholarships fell through. You applied to more. Prom was canceled and you dressed up anyway. You watched your senior honors night online, and you took photos in your caps and gowns, smiling genuine smiles in preparation for this virtual graduation. Even when everything was canceled, you still found new ways to celebrate. We, all of us, can make the best or worst of everything, and you made the best of it. I hope you remember how brave and tough you were this year. I hope you are as kind and patient with yourself as you were with me. Now you also know how strong you are, how resilient and brave you are. You know you can do hard things. To the unforgettable, unstoppable class of 2020, I honor you. My heart is full of pride when I think of all you've held onto this year. And to my avid students, I like me better when I'm with you. Thank you. This is the beginning of everything you've ever wanted.
Thank you, Ms. Power Tyson. The Liberty Honor Awards were established by the classes of 1917 and 1918 to honor the 2 students in the senior class who had contributed the most to the school during their 4 years at Johnson. For the past 103 years, these young people have been chosen by a vote of the whole teaching faculty for their outstanding leadership, service, and scholarship. Only students with grade point averages of at least 4.0 are considered for this award. The Liberty Honor is the oldest and most coveted of all the JHS Citizenship Awards, and the winners are invited to speak at the commencement exercises. This year's Liberty Honor winners were announced at the virtual Senior Awards night last month, and they will receive their silver replicas of the earliest surviving versions of the Liberty Medals from 1921. The Johnson High School Liberty Honor Award winners for the class of 2020 are Brianna Vang and Lu Yang. Congratulations, Brianna and Lou. Brianna and Lou both accepted the invitation to address their class at commencement today. And we'll hear from Brianna Vang first.
Good evening, class of 2020, family, staff, and guests. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Be proud of every accomplishment you have worked hard for. Every step forward and back has led you to your destination. Don't forget the people who have helped you throughout your journey. Your family, friends, teachers, counselors, mentors, and community. Remember that you represent Johnson Senior High School and make the East Side proud. I think something that all of us can relate to is believing in ourselves. As incoming freshmen, we were clueless. We tried new things and did not have much confidence. As time passed on, we had friends who made us believe in ourselves, and we became more brave. Sometimes we wanted others to believe in us, to support us, and that support was not given. So even if no one believes in you, you must believe in yourself. You can do anything you set your mind to. You can grow to be the person you want to be. It will be scary as we enter a new beginning. However, have some courage and believe in yourself. You can do this, you will do this, and you will make it. As we leave high school, continue to make goals and live in the moment. But most importantly, take care of yourself on your journey so that the next time we meet, we can share our stories together.
Thank you, Brianna. Lu Yang?
Hello, class of 2020, parents, teachers, and distinguished guests. I am very honored tonight to speak in front of you all in our very first ever Johnson Senior High School virtual graduation. However, I only have 2 minutes, so I'm going to cut straight to the point. First is a quote by a very young, handsome teacher at Johnson that goes, "You don't have to, you get to." That is right. You don't have to, you get to. You don't have to wake up in the morning for school. You don't have to do your homework. You don't have to apply for all those scholarships. You don't have to do anything you don't want to in life. But you know what? You are fortunate because you get to. Some kid halfway around the world would die to have your seat in that classroom, to have your spot in that college, and to have that warm water you take for granted every night. So class of 2020, be thankful for every opportunity you have to learn and grow, and take it. Lastly, is something I've learned throughout the years of high school. It is that potential is nothing without action, and action is nothing without consistency. You can be whatever. You can do anything. You have the potential. But are you willing to do it and take that action? And once you've done it, are you willing to do it over and over again until you are great at it? That is consistency. Like the muscles in your body, one day of working out does nothing. Only after a week, a month, a year, will you see improvements. So keep working at your dreams and goals every day, because if you only do it for one day, you will never get there. Thank you, everyone. I am Liu Yang. Once again, remember that you get those opportunities in life to learn and grow, so take it and work at it every single day, because you can become someone great. Congratulations, class of 2020. You all did it. And may you all have fair winds and following seas.
Thank you, Lou. Before we move on to the final part of our ceremony tonight, I have 2 additional acknowledgments to make regarding this class. First, I would like to ask for a brief moment of silence in memory of Nu Zong Yang, who died last fall. We want to remember Nu and his family and let them know how much he is missed by his classmates and teachers. Thank you, everyone. All of the graduates we honor tonight completed a comprehensive senior project to fulfill diploma requirements at Johnson High School. The senior project has been a requirement at JHS since 2007. I am pleased to announce that the class of 2020 earned many high distinction recommendations from project judges. And those judges then had the daunting task of choosing 2 projects from among those with high distinction marks as the best of the best. The Best of the Best awards come with $500 scholarships. In addition, 4 other projects were selected as Student Choice winners. Student Choice winners each receive a $250 scholarship. The 4 senior project Student Choice winners for 2020 are Drake Teal for his service dog training project with Can Do Canines, Pa Li Tao for her work in organizing dental hygiene kits for donation to Hmong villages in Laos, Spencer Marchetti for composing an original piece of music, and Brianna Vang for her senior project in support of a tobacco awareness and addiction prevention program. The $500 Best of the Best Senior Project Awards for 2020 go to Linda Lohr, who wrote, illustrated, and published a graphic novel focused on the story of a Hmong girl, and Chia Tao for her outstanding design and tailoring of a Hmong-themed prom dress. Congratulations to these seniors for their exceptional work, and to all of our seniors for using the Johnson High School Senior Project requirement as a way to contribute to a stronger, more creative, and humane East Side and St. Paul community. These projects illustrate how the class of 2020 is already making an impact on the world. And now, everyone, the part you've all been waiting for. Superintendent Gothard, Board Directors Foster and Ellis, and assembled guests. It is my pleasure to present to you the Johnson High School class of 2020. As principal of Johnson High School, I confirm to you that each student receiving a diploma tonight has met or exceeded the requirements for a high school diploma as determined by the state of Minnesota, the St. Paul Public Schools, and Johnson High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the Johnson High School class of 2020. Board Director Zuki Ellis will now offer official words from the Board of Education.
This is a moment we've all been waiting for. By the power vested in me by the state of Minnesota and by the Board of Education of Independent School District 625, I hereby confer upon each of you the high school diploma with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations to the Johnson High School class of 2020. Thank you to the Minnesota Orchestra under conductor Asmo Vanska for that rendition of Elgar's Pomp and Circumstance. The transfer of the John A. Johnson Senior High School flag is a symbolic ceremony in which the graduating class transfers the privileges and responsibilities of school leadership to the next class. Since we are not able to do that in person tonight, we will do an official school flag transfer from the class of 2020 to the class of 2021 at a future date when we are all safely together again. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. They say we are all in this together. I am truly grateful to be in this with the amazing class of 2020. Thank you.
I'm ready for a good life.